Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I am finishing my Spider-Man Ultimate Bridge Battle set. What I did was I took the first Bridge Battle set and I converted it over to the new city base plates, the road plates. And now I am in the process of parting out a second set. So this is my second Bridge Battle set. I've got my road plates over here, and I've got my rebrickable instructions pulled up. So what we're gonna do is we're going to build out the second half of the bridge. Then after we get done building the bridge, then my plan is to actually take part of it apart so we can widen this out. We're gonna do a mill style curb with a brick, a plate, and a tile on the side to give the road some width, because currently this is the taxi from the Daily Bugle. So you can see it's just, the road's not quite wide enough and it's hugging that edge. And then you can see this is Ant-Man's van from one of the more recent in-game sets. So two cars at the moment can't pass each other on the bridge. And that's just in the 6-stud wide configuration, which is what all of the vehicles in the city are gonna be built as, is 6 studs wide. So that's our plan. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We have to part out the rest of this, and then we can do the modification. So we'll be back in just a minute. All right, guys, so we have finished the second road plate conversion for our Spider-Man Bridge Battle. We've connected them together, and I threw this piece in there. Now it's not connected to anything, so once we transition this entire bottom part over to a Mills plate, we'll be able to put a little column support in here that this can clip into. So that'll be great. But right now, the big thing for us is we want to strengthen up some of these connection points. And we'll be able to do that when we take this piece back apart. We're gonna have to widen it by about 6 studs. So that way it can accommodate our curb that we're gonna put in. And this middle plate here, it's only held in place by these 2x4s. So if you put a significant amount of pressure on this, it'll just pop right out. So that's an issue, but we'll be able to take care of that once we strengthen up this bottom to expand it for our Mills plate conversion. So that's a good thing. But you can see all of these are the extra pieces that are left over from our rebrickable model. So that's fantastic. And that's kind of why you have the issues like this, is because this is just an alternate build with the addition of the road plates. So they're just using the pieces that they have to make this work. So that's what that is, but we're gonna add some pieces from our collection now and see if we can't make this a little bit wider and a little bit stronger. So we'll be back in just a second. All right, guys, so I have fully disassembled the main pieces of the bridge. First thing that I'm gonna do is I am starting on the road plate section. I am increasing the width, and then I'll be adding these pieces to the side on both sides to increase that width. So we need to create a Mills plate for the bottom, so that way we have room to add this on the side. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, guys, so we're dipping into one of our plate drawers. We've got plates connecting all of the sections here. So now we are going to take some of our 2x pieces and increase the width, and then we'll build off that. All right, here we are on the bottom, and we have our plate with another plate, and then our road plate on top of those, so we could create this gap here to lay our expansion piece in there. So that's gonna go in there. You can see our work all the way down. So this is nice and solid now. Very rigid, very stiff, which is what we wanted, because this will be going in our Lego City. All right, so we've done our expansion piece here. And this is made up of a tile, a white plate, and then a brick. So we can go ahead and lay that in. That's gonna run all the way down the length of our bridge. And we can lay in a piece on this side, That's gonna run the length of the bridge. Now we can see, is this gonna work the way we want it to? So plenty of room for our taxi, plenty of room for our van. All right, so I've got this side detail piece running all the way down. Now I had to do a lot more work to get it how I wanted on this side. So you see it's flush with the side of the bridge. On this side, there is a gap. So that gap is caused from using this snot piece and just flushing it out, or you can use a ton more parts like I did, actually reset the snot piece further back, and then throw some tiles on there, and then use a plate to hold everything down, and then you get this nice look of it being flush. And we might as well do that because we're trying to make it, you know, we're beefing this thing up, trying to make it look nice, so we're gonna go ahead and do that to the other side. All right, guys, so we are in the process of stretching these out so we can reattach the towers. This is what we started with originally. Now this is a modification from the original set. This is what we started with from the rebrickable model. Now we are expanding ours wider than the rebrickable model, so we also have to expand this section here. So it's going to be expanded by 8 studs, 4 on either side. So we threw together 3 different designs. I'm really particular to this one. I think it looks nice with all the different angles, but we played around with a couple different designs, and I think this is the way that we're gonna go. We've got the street signs in there, something that you would see on the highway or on a bridge. So I think this is the way that we're gonna go. So now that we've got this figured out, we just have to convert the other 3 to this design, and then we can stretch out this length here. All right, we got all 4 switched over. We have the stickers over in the case over there, so we'll go grab those in just a second and stick them on there. But let's work on stretching those out. So this is the end of day 1 of the Ultimate Spider-Man Bridge Battle. So this I put back together. This is the original size of the tower from the rebrickable model. You can see our tower here, and it's 8 studs wider because we did increase the width of the bridge. I think that looks fantastic. I'm very happy with that. But the problem with this is we made it 2 studs too wide. So we're gonna call it for tonight, jump back on it tomorrow with a fresh set of eyes because we have to tear all this apart, shrink it down by 2 studs. But I don't think that'll be a big problem. I think it's gonna look great once we get it done. I love the way the facade looks. I think that looks really cool. So tomorrow we are gonna bring this down to the correct size, get it locked in, then we'll tackle this. But I want to increase the overall height of this. So before we start on this one, we'll do that to this one. So I probably want to bring it up maybe 3 or 4 bricks, just because the bridge looks so beefy now, because we did reinforce all of this, and this is on a mill's plate essentially. The height of this, and it needs to be much larger. Something like that, I think, would look really nice. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're fixing this, making it taller, making that one match it so we can plug it in over here. And then we have to tackle the bases. So these things are just, I mean, they're so flimsy. There's nothing holding those together. So we have to come up with something solid for those. They're very plain. This is no detail, no nothing. So maybe have to do some really cool rock work around these. We might use some big rock pieces and just build some really cool looking bases to hold those up. So that's the plan for tomorrow. If you guys like this video, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Subscribe and comment down below what your thoughts are on my ultimate bridge battle. Appreciate it, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.